Hello. The video you are about to see contains images of dolls only. Hello.
Hello everybody.
Now then, today is comment roundup day, and that means that I decided not to change anybody today. I'm just going to hold the baby because it's actually quite difficult to talk, meaningfully and try to change somebody at the same time.
Yes, because we have a lot to get through.
We do have a lot to get through today. So I am holding Melody, who is in her beautiful Bambi leggings and dress set, which is one of my favourite. It is like black and white and beautiful pale green, and she's got it's got a Bambi on the front of it, and she's got a matching headband, and she's just so gorgeous. She's got her beautiful, the headband's come off. They never want to stay on, they're just ever so slightly too big for the baby's head. Hair is not particularly tidy, so I might just give her a little tiny comb, if I can find a comb. So, Mr. P, do you want to start, darling?
Yes, I was going to say I've got something quite lengthy to say actually, because I've got some new technology. I've been waiting 2 years for this, and it's if we just want to focus on it just for a minute, it is it's a Windows tablet, and it has a Braille terminal on it, and I've been waiting a long time for this particular model. But I now have it, so I can read the comments, and it's not something I use every day, but it is kind of my pen and paper substitute. And normally we keep this sort of thing hidden from the videos, but I was telling you a story the other day, wasn't I?
Yes.
About when I was in school, which is a long, long time ago, back in the 80s.
Not that long ago.
Technology wasn't what it is now. I mean, this is very, very tiny, this device, and it can do everything. It can even make the tea if you
not
want
quite.
to.
I wish it could.
But they were huge Braille terminals then.
Can you explain what a Braille terminal is? People won't know that.
Okay, so it is what I've got in front of my fingers basically at the moment is a computer display. So I can do pretty much everything. This is a full Windows PC, this tiny device. So I can go on the internet, I can check my email, I can do Twitter, Facebook, all of those sorts of things just by reading this terminal, which refreshes every time I choose to scroll it to see something different. So I can only see a line of text at the moment, but if I scroll it, it actually refreshes to display something else.
Changes, in other words.
Yes.
Can we stop using the technical jargon, please?
Well, refresh, change, it's all
you
much
have
of a
to
muchness.
assume, because lots of people might know what you mean, but some people might not.
Okay, well, they can see it changing,
Yeah.
because I was doing it there. So at the moment it says we have lots of new subscribers, and we do have them most days, so welcome to them, which is the first comment I was going to make. But what I was going to say was these devices were much bigger in the 80s. But the one thing we could do was we could attach it to an Apple IIe computer.
Oh, now there's a name from the past.
That's right. And I learned a little bit about programming on that. But one of the great things we could do was read a service called Teletext, which was basically a news and information service that people could generally access over here on their televisions. So they could find out what the weather was, what the news headlines were, that sort of thing. It doesn't exist now. But as blind people, it gave us a lot of independence. And one of the things, just to cut this short, was that I got the opportunity of demonstrating it to the Queen.
Wow.
Okay, when she came to see us. I have been to Buckingham Palace, I have been to the House of Lords and done things there, places like that, but she actually came to where we were on this occasion. And it was really good to be able to do that. And she said, my husband and I would like one of those. She didn't say that, actually, but
I can't imagine her saying that.
No, I just put that in because I thought it was a good line. Yeah. Yeah, but technology has moved on since then. So shall we get on and do the comments?
Definitely, let's do the comments.
Okay. So as I was saying, we do have lots of new subscribers. They are going up each and every day. So thank you very much
so
indeed
much, and thank you for
that.
the people who comment and say, I just found your channel, and say very ear-burning things. When I say ear-burning, I mean lovely, unrepeatable, that I wouldn't dream of repeating here, things to us about how they're liking our channel and things, wonderful things. It really is very humbling, and we're very honoured that the channel comes to mean a lot to people, and that they kind of look forward to the videos going up each day, because I've been in that place, and I still am in that place to a lot of, you know, of a lot of channels. I have my notifications turned on, and when the email comes in that so-and-so has put up a new video, I'm like, oh, quick, I want to see that right now, this minute. And to hear from people that they do that with our channel, that's a state of things that we thought would never happen, isn't it, Mr. B?
That's absolutely right. People do watch it every day. One of those was Debbie Knight, who said that she watched it every day. So thank you very much for that.
And Mountaintop Reborn Nursery, that's another one who she says she watches it every day before she goes to sleep, because she likes our voices. She finds them relaxing and peaceful. Thank you so much for that.
Now, the video of the week was the comment roundup this week. That got a lot of views. I don't think it was because I was on it that people that was the attraction. I think it was the llamas.
I think it was the llamas.
Yes. Thank you very much to Linda Hender for her message about
Hender.
the channel. That was really lovely.
Yes, she messaged. Can't speak. She messaged the Facebook page, and you can do the same. It is the same as here. Strawberry Moon Reborns on Facebook. You can like the page. There are daily updates, daily pictures on there for you to see. New pictures of the babies. So if you'd like to hear about all the latest, and the videos get posted there too. So do like that page if you'd like to.
Yes. Now, the last week we were talking about children's television on a Saturday morning,
yes.
weren't we? We were talking about Swap Shop and
Swap
Tis
Shop
Was.
and
Do you
Tis
remember
Was,
that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, a couple of people, two I found, actually mentioned Saturday morning pictures.
Oh, Saturday morning pictures. Memories, memories.
Yes. Terry Payne was mentioning that, for example.
Yes. Also Suzanne.
Suzanne's babies, I've got a note here.
Yeah.
And she said there was a little rhyme. We are the boys and girls. We are known as the miners of the ABC. And every Saturday we line up to see the films we like to shout about with glee.
Yeah, we didn't actually sing songs, and we didn't go very often, but I used to adore Saturday morning cinema. There was always cartoons. My favourites, Bugs Bunny, Tweety Pie, Daffy Duck, Speedy Gonzales, something like always Looney Tunes or Merry Melodies. And there was always a serial, something like Flash Gordon or Captain Scarlet and the Mr. Ons, something of that description. A chapter story with a cliffhanger. Or what was the other one that they used to have? Oh, look at the monkey, funny monkey. Oh, Little Red Monkey.
Oh,
I was trying to remember trying to remember what it was. So yes, there was always something like that, and then there would be some kind of children's movie.
Yes, I was going to mention that, because we had the one that stands out to me is actually one of my all-time favourite films. It's called Charlotte's Web.
Oh, Charlotte's Web. Now, I got that for you.
Yes.
And I wanted you to... We've never seen it.
No, we must
I
sort
bought
that
it for
out.
you for Christmas one. Or no, for your birthday.
Yes, we do have it.
We do have it, but I've never seen it yet.
It has Debbie Reynolds in.
Yes, Debbie Reynolds, and I've never seen it.
Yes.
My brother used to have the book. And I don't know the book. It's about
E.B. White.
Yeah, E.B. White. It's about a pig and a spider, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah.
But the film's much better. It really is. On this occasion, the film is much better.
There were two that I remember, both because they were sad. One was called, I think, The Red Balloon. and another was called, now was it Old Yellow or Old Yeller? One of the two. And that was about a dog. And they both made me cry buckets.
Oh.
But they were all some kind of, the ones I remember, they all had animals in them, dogs or cats or horses. And they all seemed to be about some family somewhere who lived on a farm. They all had children in them. They were all kind of lovely, innocent children's films.
Oh.
And the thing, of course, that I remember about children's cinema is the sweets, the drinks, the popcorn. And I was always given 50p, 50 new pence, which was a lot back in the 70s. And it seemed to buy oodles and oodles of anything I wanted.
It would have done. It would have done. Now, Rachel Hill, she used to watch the Disney Club. She definitely remembers that.
Oh, yes.
Okay. We talked about how we met last week. And people wanted to have a little bit more romance in there. Well, there is a lot of romance,
Yes.
I have to say.
You just didn't want it to go on too long.
No, that's right. That's right. So I'll quickly tell you that I actually proposed to Lulu in the traditional way, didn't I?
On Valentine's Day.
On Valentine's Day.
Yes, you actually got down on one knee.
I tried to set the mood, so we had all romantic music, songs that meant a lot to us. I'd put all that together, hadn't I?
It was really amazing because we'd had a really hard work day. You'd been working from home and it was a really hard work day. And you said, right, it's 5 o'clock, I'm logging off. And I don't know what I'd been doing. I was doing something or other, just reading or doing something. And you said, could you just put that down a minute, please? And I'm like, what? You know, I thought something serious had happened. Because you were like, we need to have a talk. And I'm like, what?
Well, something serious was going to happen.
Something. Do you want to tell it or do you want me to tell it?
No, you tell it.
All right, I'll tell it.
I think you're better.
So, so you said, could you just put this down a minute? We need to have a talk. So I put my headphones. When I'm on my computer, I always wear headphones, obviously, so just not disturb Mr. B. And I put my keyboard and headphones down. And then he turned the music on, and I knew as soon as the music came on, because it was our special song, that something was going to happen. And then he just came over to me and knelt down in front of me and started talking to me. And I am absolutely not going to repeat what he said. But it ended with asking me the question, to which I, after a few other words, answered yes. And then he had a bottle of champagne and a ring. And yeah, it was amazing, amazing. And the ring he had was this one here at the front, which is a solitaire ruby. It's a 1 carat solitaire ruby. Can you see? And I was just, to say I was totally, utterly and completely amazed was, to put it mildly, it was just the most wonderfully romantic gesture anybody'd ever made to me. It was really, it was, because so few, you know, the way I've sort of read it was that a lot of people didn't believe in doing it the old-fashioned way anymore. And it's certainly, obviously, both of us have had ups and downs and broken hearts before, and it certainly had never happened to me quite that way before, and it was just wonderful.
I have got an old head, I have to say.
Yeah, we both got old heads,
yes,
I think,
yes.
really. I think that's why we're so good to each other.
Yes.
Good for each other, I meant. We both believe in old-fashioned romance and love and forever, even though it never happened for either of us before. We both kept trying and kept believing, and that's why it did.
That's right. Well, there are lots of romantic things that happen.
Yes, absolutely. And that's where we're going away for our weekend, where we just hide from everybody. We don't do anything. We just hide from everybody.
That's
and drink
right.
lots of champagne and eat lots of nice food and watch old movies. And, And just hide in a lovely hotel suite.
Isn't
where
it
no
a
one can
lovely
find
day
us.
to be caught in the rain?
Anything else?
Oh, yes, a couple of things. You did have an adverse comment
I had
or
two.
two on
Should we leave those
YouTube.
till last?
Oh, if you want to. I
Yes.
wanted to more end on a
more
positive
positive
note.
note.
Though,
All
to be
right,
honest with you.
I'll do this now then.
All right.
I've seen lots of videos about dealing with trolls, and it sort of makes a whole video, and I didn't want to do a whole video about dealing with haters, because that would kind of give them a lot more attention than they deserved. But I admire everybody who deals with trolls and deals with hate, and on a regular daily, weekly, monthly basis, because the night before last, I think it was, I got my first serious, real hate-filled comments on my llamas video, my last Tuesday video. I'd gone back to check on them to see that I hadn't missed anything out, which I often do, and I came across 2 absolutely horrendously nasty comments, and one had been actually posted as a reply to somebody who I really do like and who leaves me a lot of lovely comments. And actually I didn't answer the comment, but she did. Well done to you, Nana. She really seriously smacked whoever it was down in the very nicest, politest and most respectful way. But I left her reply there so you can still see it. I took the comment away, but I left her reply there. But kudos to everybody who puts up with hate on a regular basis, because I find it very hard to deal with. I do not get the mindset of people who choose, I say at the beginning of the video, every video I make these days, that these videos contain images of dolls. Now, people who are creeped out by dolls, why do they watch it? And if they don't like it, why not close it and move on to something else that they do like? Why do they have to spread their meanness and negativity to people who are sharing joy, sharing love, sharing positivity? And why do they have to say, this is what really hurt my feelings, there are hundreds of children who, let me not please get emotional, who need adopting and fostering, get one. Like anybody who's going to give a child to a person with my medical record, as the great Julia Roberts says, it isn't going to happen. And like I would want it to. I would never, ever bring a child into this kind of situation. It would be profoundly unfair.
Oh, the way it was phrased as well, it's like you could go to McDonald's.
Yeah, you could go to McDonald's and pick up a child. And I just think it's the greatest chutzpah, insolence, to think that a person can judge another person like this. How do you know what's going on in anybody else's personal life? It's just so horrible. It really made me cry terribly. So if you are watching this and you have the intention to say something mean, please, I beg you, don't do it. You're going to just ruin someone's day. Keep it to yourself. As my grandma said, manners cost nothing.
And manners maketh man.
Yeah, being nice costs nothing.
Okay. Let's wrap this up.
Let's end on something more positive.
Yes, I've got some positive.
And just one more thing. For all of the lovely people who have good feelings towards us and who've taken the time to express them, no thanks can ever be enough. There are times when I do find it hard to stay positive, and you all help me more than I can ever express. Enough said. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Oh. Let's end on a positive note.
Definitely.
Ruby June.
Yes.
Okay. Lots of people loved her, which was great, and it's good that I'm able to respond to that, because we did the video yesterday at the time of recording.
Yes.
Nicole said Ruby June sounded like the title of a song, which it does.
It does.
And June, who the baby is
June
named
from
after,
Reborn, Baby Hope and Joy.
she sent a lovely message.
She did. Thank you so much, June. How very sweet of you.
It was a lovely one. And the last little note I've got, but last but by no means least, hello to Holly's grandson.
Oh, of course, my lord.
Thank
Thank you for writing it down, Bill. I would have forgotten. Hello to Holly's amazing 3-year-old grandson, who watched our video yesterday and wanted to know how we knew what we were looking at, and Holly was able to say, we see with our hands, which we actually do. And I'd never thought of it like that before.
Well, that is right.
But it is perfectly true, we do see with our hands. So, hello to Holly's grandson, and it's wonderful to have you watch the video with your grandma yesterday, and we hope that you might come back and see some others of ours one of these fine days.
We do hope so. And that's all I've got,
That's all
actually.
you've got, and that is actually quite enough. We've gone on a long
Yes.
time. But we hope you've enjoyed seeing our gorgeous little Melody. Look at that smile. She is the Sweet and Sassy kit, by the way, by Dee Stasny. And we're very lucky to get her because that was a very rare kit 3 years ago. So it must be even rarer now if it's around at all. So, she's so beautiful, and she's got her beautiful Melody bracelet on that Auntie Lena made for her. And it's so beautiful and so sparkly. So thank you so much for sitting and smiling while Mummy and Daddy talked. And thank you for watching. And we will be back tomorrow with, I can't remember what we're doing, but we're doing something interesting. I do know that.
We're doing something very interesting, definitely.
So we'll see you then. So in the meantime, take care of yourselves, and thank you very much for watching. Enjoy your babies, and let's be good to each other. Bye-bye.
Bye.